Welcome back to my channel, my bold and the beautiful fans. Hopefully you're having a wonderful weekend. Oh my gosh, we got a crazy week coming up in LA. I'm going to give you a few highlights and then we'll unpack everything that's going on this upcoming week. First, we see Zende as Luna if they still have a chance. We see Steffy and Hope's argument escalates, and Hope is stunned by Thomas's decision. So without any further ado, let's unpack these spoilers in LA for the week of March 25th through March 29th. Oh, we start off with Magnificent Monday, March 25th, as Thomas confides in Ridge about feeling blindsided by Hope's actions. Now, come on, Thomas, blindsided. I think that's kind of a stretch because Hope has not only told you once, not only twice, but 3 times that she needs more time. So I don't understand what he could be feeling blindsided about. I mean, unless he idealized in his head what he thought would happen, especially after her wearing that ring around her neck for a while. And I kind of talked about that in a standalone video that I did yesterday. Go over there and check that out, about whether Hope should leave, Thomas should leave, or should they work this out and figure out a way to stay together. But look like we're going to get an answer for that this week, and you know what? We have to continue. Also, rounding up Monday's episode, tensions escalate as Steffy and Hope engage in a heated argument. These two ladies are still infighting, coming off of everything that happened last week and the rejection Hope gave Thomas about his proposal. And Steffi is hotter than fish grease that she wants her brother to leave Hope alone, and Hope wants Steffi to just mind her own business. And I kind of think she got the idea that she got Thomas wrapped around her finger, so all she have to do is just smoosh it over. We'll see about that, but either way, these two ladies are going at it. We now move into Terrific Taco Tuesday, March 26th, as Ridge presses Hope for an explanation while Brooke stands by her daughter's side. So it looked like this whole thing is imploding, not only between Hope and Thomas, but it looked like even their parents, because Ridge is like, what are you doing? This is my son. You know his past, and you turned down his proposal? And of course, Brooke is always going to stand by Hope's side. And more than likely, Brooke is going to be like, hey, my daughter needs more time. She could choose to do that if she wants to. So it's going to be interesting to see how this situation affect Ridge and Brooke as well. Also on Tuesday's episode, Steffi offers support to Thomas, advising him on how to cope with heartbreak. And you know what? She's telling him, look, for your own sanity, I think you need to just let it go. She wants no commitment at this point, and you do. You two are not on the same page, which I talked about in that standalone video that I did yesterday. But yeah, it looks like she is really trying to support her brother, telling him to let Hope go. Now moving to Wonderful Hump Day Wednesday, March 27th, as Brooke and now Steffi clash over Hope and Thomas's situation. Now, my question is, Brooke, you're getting what you wanted. I mean, as much as Hope tried to, get you to accept the relationship, well, you know that deep down in your hearts of hearts, you do not want these two together. And if Steffi is helping that, I mean, why not? But you know what? She likes a good competition. I think she would prefer if Hope was the one to break up with Thomas instead of Thomas breaking up with Hope. But the thing is, I think she always wants them to come out on top. I mean, honestly, if Hope was to say, you know what, Thomas, I don't think this is going to work, I can guarantee you Brooke would be her cheerleading section. But because it's Thomas breaking up with her daughter and Steffi's the one that's leading the charge, oh yeah, Brooke got a whole problem with that. In my opinion, Brooke, take several seats. And finally, rounding up our Wednesday episode, Hope is stunned by a life-altering decision announced by Thomas. I guess Thomas has decided to, it's the way it seemed, especially we have a couple more spoilers to go, indicates that Thope might be over, at least for this moment. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And let me tell you why. Because here it is, everybody's thinking that if she decides to break up with him, turn down the proposal, that he is just going to lose control, get triggered, and go back to his dirty, dark side. Well, with him making the decision to leave Hope, it puts people like Brooke and Liam to shame with their thoughts about the fact that he's going to be the one to implode. He's actually taking his power back if he's in the decision-making mode of saying, Hope, you know what? We're on two different pages. I want a commitment. You don't. I don't think this is going to work right now. I'm going to take a step back. He's making a cognitive decision, if this is the case, to walk away. And that is explaining a lot. That is definitely a look that they won't expect. So it's going to be interesting to see what he has to say. We now move into Friday Eve, Thursday, March 28th, as Thomas and Hope navigate a difficult conversation with Douglas. This is the other spoiler that kind of points to the fact that they are not going to be together, at least at this point, because of course Douglas is not going to be happy about that. He has been hoping, praying, begging, setting up dinners for both Hope and Thomas to get this relationship together. And the fact that he's having a difficult conversation with his parents, yeah, it's not looking good based on that whole decision that was announced by Thomas on the Wednesday's episode. So we'll see what happens next. Rounding up our Thursday episode, another spoiler that points to the breakup is that Steffi is reveling in her apparent triumph. So she thinks that she has won this round. She's actually gotten her brother, from the way it seems, to walk away from Hope. And she is going to be celebrating. So it's going to be interesting because, hey, we still got to talk about Friday. Speaking of Friday, TGIF Friday cliffhanger, March 29th. The feud between Steffy and Hope intensifies as not only they trade accusations, but Hope tried to slap her down. And we know Steffy is good at punching and slapping. I don't think you want that smoke, Hope. Neither one of you. Anyway, it looks like she is celebrating and Hope is hotter than fish grease. She didn't get what she wanted with Thomas's decision. Now, Hope, did you think that you had a little bit more control and had Thomas wrapped around your little finger over Steffi? Are you pissed off at that? I think maybe you should be upset with what happened with Thomas. He made the decision. I mean, yeah, she influenced him, but he didn't have to listen. So it's going to be interesting with this feud. And unfortunately, I'm wondering what is Hope going to do, because she's been fiending after Thomas since May of 2023. And she has definitely got that shot of vitamin D. She's going to have to go without it, it seems, for a while. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. And rounding up our Friday cliffhangers, Zende seeks clarity on a potential future with Luna. I don't understand why he's thinking that maybe she enjoyed herself even though her head was not in the right space, that's going to entice her to have a future with him. Yeah, I don't understand that whole storyline, and we've all had issues with it back in February. We kind of got a break from it with the Sheila situation, and now what's going on with Thomas and Hope. So now it looked like we go back to this whole Zende, Luna, and RJ situation. I'm more interested in the paternity situation over Zende looking to have a future with Luna. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But we have to make sure we watch this and everything else going on The Bold and the Beautiful for the week of March 25th through March 29th. Okay, so there you have it. Let's get the conversation started down in the comments section. Do you think Zende should even ask Luna if they have a chance, especially based on how they even got together? Then this whole situation with Steffi and Hope and their argument escalating, this whole thing is crazy. I guess both ladies feel that they have whatever control over Thomas. And of course, with Thomas making his big decision on Thursday, Hope is not happy about it, and she's not happy with Steffi either. And then Hope is stunned by Thomas's decision. Why are you stunned? I mean, obviously you thought that he was just going to stick around for as long as eternity, if possible, if you decided to need that much time. But he decided to take control of his own life. And that's going to be interesting because, like I said before, it kind of put the naysayers to shame, because when it came to Brooke and Liam, they thought that he would just turn back to his dark side and he got a pass. And what happens with this rejection? Well, it looks like he's actually going to make a decision for his own mental health and his sanity and his life. And by the way, where's Petra? Maybe we can send him on a few dates with Petra after he's finished licking his wounds and trying to heal. Also, make sure you check out the Young and the Restless spoilers for this upcoming week as well. Jordan is alive. We got Phyllis pulling fire alarms in order to break up the romance between Danny and Cricket. And guess who else is under fire as well? None other than Daniel and Heather. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.